Friday, everyone. I'm Birchard. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and my goal is to create crafting connections one card at a time. And today, we're going to make 4 cards. I'm going to be using the Christmas to Remember Sentiment Stamp Set, the Arctic Bears, and actually just the coordinating dies that go with the Arctic Bears set. I'm going to be using Timber 3D embossing folder and the gingerbread and peppermint 6x6 designer series paper to create a card. I was asked before, where do I find my inspiration for my cards? And this happens to be from the hotel we just stayed in. They had 2 pictures, one a silhouette of a wolf and the other silhouette of a deer. And behind that silhouette was some plaid, well, I'm sure it's cardstock, but plaid behind those silhouette cutouts. And I thought, what a wonderful idea. We can use our bear dies and create a similar card. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with real red. I cut it at 5 1/2, and I'm going to score it at 4 1/4, or just fold it at 4 1/4. Get our bone folder. It's hiding. Grab our bone folder, and I'm going to be doing 4 cards. It's kind of like a twofer. And the second set of cards is going to be a step up from the first card. So let me get the card bases down. And then I'll bring in my Cut and Emboss machine in. And I'll start making all the die cuts. There we go. Let me set this aside. I'm putting it over here, so remind me when I forget. Then I'm going to bring in basic white, and I cut this at, I don't remember, 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. Let me set those aside. This is just the remnants of these, and this was cut at 5 1/2. Sorry, 4 by 5 1/2. So 5 1/2 by 4. And here are the remnants from the 6x6. So I'm going to have everything set up, and I can be efficient with my card making. All right, let's start off with just the die cutting. I have platform 1, 2, a cutting plate 3, and I just hid my cardstock. And one of these. So I'm going to put the bear kind of off to the left side, so then I can stamp a greeting here. And then, to be frugal with my paper, this little bear down here at the bottom. And then another cutting plate 3. Hang on, and crank that through. Oh, bear down. All right, let me start a collection of these. Put them right here. There's the bear. And there's my collection. Let's grab this other one. And this one will be for the step up version. And you'll see what I mean. And let me grab this guy for my other little bear. Be frugal with my paper. And another layer 3. And one more. There we go. I want the bear. I don't need that. Okay, set the bear aside. Here's another little bear. And I need 2 more cutouts of the little bear, because that's how I'm going to decorate the inside, using that little guy. Okay. Add it to my collection. Don't need that one. This one. There we go. Last time. So I'll build the first card and then I'll come back and do the second card, second sets. All right. Let's put this down, get this out of the way. Like I said, I'll bring that back. I don't need these pieces anymore. Don't need my little bear. I do need this card. Okay, so let's decide. This will be first set, second set, and then these 2. Come on, pick it up. That'll be the second. I need one over here. I'm just getting myself organized. I know, something novel. All right, let's bring in our card bases. Again, this is Real Red, and it coordinates with the Designer Series paper. On the back of each of the packages, it tells you what color families are in the Designer Series paper. If you lose the back, it's also in the catalog. All right, let's start with this guy. I'm going to bring in my stamp and seal. Put some on the back, and then I'm going to center this. So I have this red on the top and the bottom. Then I'm going to put some stamp and seal on the back. And line this up into the center. There we go. And then I'm going to bring in my sentiment. Let's see which one's going to fit. Let's try Merry Christmas. There's some hair. Yuck. Okay, that one looks too big. How about 'Tis the Season? Perfect. Pick that up with a block. And I'm going to use Real Red, again, just to tie everything in. Give it a good ink. Sorry if my head's in the way. And commit. Ooh, cute. Set that aside. Close this because I know my finger's going to go in it. Now I had some white. There it is. This is just Whisper White. I cut it at 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to decorate the inside. Even borders, top and sides, and then I know the bottom's going to be equal. Then grab my little bear silhouette, add some seal on the back, and put him down in the corner. Hey, well there's one. All right, let's move on to number 2. Set this aside, bring in another base, bring in the Designer Series paper, some seal, make sure the sides are even. There we go. Get my polar bear. And you know what? I think I'm going to need some more cardstock so I can cut out my sentiment, whoops, and put it right there. Let's finish with the inside. Again, basic white, 5 1/4 by 4. Centered. go. Got my little bear, make sure it's coordinating. Put him down there. So cute. Okay, let's grab some cardstock. Oh, you know what? Wait. I save my cutoffs from other projects, so this is perfect. Save some cardstock. Be frugal with it. Almost dropped that. Okay, and I'm going to put it right about here. Give it a good squish. Done. Okay, that little laugh sounded like my daughter's. All right, close that up. Bring in my snips. And I'm going to go right along the edge. If you haven't already done so, please text Ann Birchard, all one word, all caps, to the number 22828 to get on my mailing list. I send you tips, tricks, and techniques, and any sales that Stampin' Up! May have. Plus, I will send you a free in-color ink pad when you sign up. Okay, let me throw this away. And this guy, I think I'm going to add dimensionals. Grab just a couple of these. Ooh, that is just the perfect size. There we go. Except for this one is hanging over. It's okay, we've got scissors. We can do some surgery here. Some minor modifications. Perfect. And I'll just put that little guy right in here because I can. All right. And I'm going to put 'Tis the Season down here. There you go. Look at that. 2 cards. Just a couple of spins. Now let's step this up a bit. Set those 2. Did I decorate? Yep, I did decorate the inside. All right, let's step it up. How are we going to step it up? We are going to take the cutouts of the polar bear and we're going to run it through again, but this time with the 3D embossing folder, just to give it a little bit of oomph. And this, I can send them both in at the same time. So bring in Cut and Emboss, Platform 1, the project, and then Platform 4. Make sure that's, and crank this through. Now remember, if you're embossing and cutting the same project, the same piece, make sure you cut first and then emboss second. If you emboss first and then cut, all your embossing is going to get squished and you'll have to do it again. So remember, cut first, emboss second. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Just a little bit extra, and even on our little bear. So let's build it again. There's card base 1, card base 2. Let's pick this one. And again, sides lined up, equal space. I'm going to step this up and put dimensionals on the back, especially around the openings. That's where you want the majority of your little dimensionals so it doesn't get squished going through the mail. think I have plenty. So I add more because apparently, nope, take that guy off. We can cut them in half. One there. Oops. There we go. I'm going to bring my take your pick tool in and take off the release papers. These half ones just don't have the real estate. There we go. I'm always sticking. There we go. I type up my own closed captions, so there's a hint for you. If you need them because you're hearing impaired or you're in public and still want to watch, know what I'm doing, you can read. But when I'm typing these up, they're catchphrases that I'm always saying. There we go. All right. Okay. Set this aside. I think those are my top ones. I'll try not to say it, but I doubt that's going to happen. All right, let's see. I just did it. Let's center this. And then I need a sentiment. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp this twice because I'll need it for the other card. That one's smeared. Let's do it again. There's one. Oh, those are horrible. All right. Well, the good thing is you pay for both sides. You can use both sides. Press, release. There we go. Press, release. Ah, we got the hang of it. Chamois to clean this. Close this up. Cut these out. And I won't add dimensional on this one because I already have it behind the bare panel, and that'll be too thick to send through the mail without additional postage. Another trick I just thought of is if you're cutting these out, grab the marker, coordinating marker, and go around the edge. So if you don't do a stellar job like me, you can hide there's one. Let me get this one. I'll do the same. For today's question, let's see. What is your favorite candy now that Halloween is past? I think mine is chocolate. I know it sounds generic, but pretty sure I could live off chocolate. So leave in the comments down below, what's your favorite candy? There. Looks better. Clean off my workstation and let's start adding. Again, I'm just going to use seal for this because we've already bumped up that panel. Get off my finger. Add it right there. Inside, let's decorate it. Basic white. Stamp and seal. Yep, I knew it. All right. Very simple to switch out. Take out the cartridge. It's not trash. I do a little maintenance and gather all the glue that has stuck on the top and bottom of the holder Then grab a new one. I'm looking for one. So grab a new cartridge, set it inside. It'll line up. Can only go one way. And then you're back in business. Just goose it. All right. What am I stuck on? There we go. Add that to the inside of the card. And where's my little bear? Here's my little bear. All right, I got a malfunctioning one. Let me grab a different. Little bear. Here we go. Now, last one. Put our Designer Series paper down. Center that. Some dimensionals. And I've got 4 Christmas cards made. And it didn't take any time at all. Okay, add this down here. And now I can add some dimensionals. And once again, being frugal, I can cut these. And actually, these are gonna fit nicely on the back of our little sentiment. Last one. Here we go. I like it. Decorate the inside. Alright, looks like I got a smudge down there. 2 ways. We can try the Mono Sand and Rubber eraser to get that off. I'm good with that. And I could have always put an embellishment over there and hide all our boo-boos. Put him down there. All right. Well, there you have it. 4 cards, 1 die. So that was the step up. And where are my other 2? And this is just the plain. Well, I hope you like these cards. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below what's your favorite candy. And thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you all next week. Have a great day. Bye.